Eucalyptus stood on the serene shores of Agabath, the vision from the sanctum of reflection replaying in his mind. He had witnessed the fall of his comrades and the brutal power of the Council of 12. The weight of their sacrifice hung heavily on his heart, driving him to hone his abilities further. Days turned into weeks as Eucalyptus immersed himself in the tranquil beauty of Agabath. The isle's peaceful environment allowed him to connect more deeply with the lattice of life, gaining insights and strength from the natural world around him. Each day he pushed the boundaries of his powers, perfecting the art of teleportation and bending reality with increasing precision. Leora stood by his side, offering support and encouragement. They spent countless hours together, training and exploring the depths of their abilities. Despite the growing bond between them, Eucalyptus could sense Leora's underlying desire to keep him safe in Agabath. She often spoke of the peace and tranquility of the isle, emphasizing the importance of preserving its sanctity. One evening, as they trained near the shimmering waters of Lysanti, Eucalyptus paused to catch his breath. Leora approached him, her expression filled with concern. "Eucalyptus, have you ever considered staying here in Agabath? We could build a life together, away from the chaos and corruption of Volscian." Eucalyptus looked into her eyes, seeing the sincerity in her words. "Leora, I understand your desire for peace, but we can't turn our backs on those who need us. The group of Descent is counting on us. We must fight for the future of Manzanita." Leora sighed, her gaze drifting to the tranquil waters. "I know, Eucalyptus, but what if the fight never ends? What if we lose everything in the process?" Eucalyptus took her hand, his resolve unwavering. "Then we will fight with everything we have, for as long as it takes. We can't give up hope. The people of Volscian deserve a chance at a better future." Leora nodded, but Eucalyptus could see the conflict in her eyes. He knew that their journey together would not be easy, and that the path ahead was fraught with danger. But he also knew that they could not afford to turn away from their destiny. Later that night, as Eucalyptus prepared to leave for Volscian, Leora approached him with a determined look. "Eucalyptus, before you go, there's something I need to tell you." He turned to her, surprised by the intensity in her voice. "What is it, Leora?" Without another word, Leora closed the distance between them, her lips meeting his in a passionate kiss. Eucalyptus was taken aback, but he felt an overwhelming connection between them. Their kiss deepened, and Eucalyptus found himself lost in the moment, the urgency of his mission momentarily forgotten. They moved to a secluded part of the grove, their emotions running high. The bond between them grew stronger as they succumbed to their desires. In the midst of their intimacy, Eucalyptus felt a surge of energy, their connection amplifying his powers. The air around them shimmered with an otherworldly light, the lattice of life resonating with their union. As they reached the climax of their connection, Eucalyptus felt an overwhelming wave of ecstasy. His body trembled with intensity, and he could feel the energy coursing through him, magnified by the bond he shared with Leora. Every fiber of his being was consumed by the moment, a primal force driving him to the peak of his pleasure. As the intensity of their union reached its peak, Eucalyptus felt a vision overtaking him with a clarity and intensity that left him breathless. The vision transported him to the grand courtyard of Yevhenixi, where the group of Descent stood before the gallows. The Council of 12 watched from above, their expressions cold and unfeeling. The vision intensified, and Eucalyptus could see the executioners preparing to pull the levers. Simultaneously in the grove, Leora was overtaken by a divine level of ecstasy. She felt the lattice of life weaving around them, binding their souls together. The energy from their connection seemed to reverberate through the environment, the air shimmering with an ethereal glow. As Eucalyptus inseminated her, the sheer volume and intensity of his release was astounding, symbolizing the profound transfer of life and energy. The vision and reality intertwined in a climax of contrast. As Eucalyptus experienced his moment of peak ecstasy, the vision showed the executioners pulling the levers and the group of Descent being hanged. The brutal finality of their deaths contrasted sharply with the life and energy flowing between Eucalyptus and Leora. The environment around them seemed to heal and flourish, the plants growing more vibrant, the air becoming purer. The juxtaposition of life and death, hope and despair, created a powerful and poignant moment. Eucalyptus felt a surge of anger and determination, the vision igniting a fire within him. He knew that he could not allow their sacrifice to be in vain. The vision ended abruptly, leaving Eucalyptus and Leora breathless and intertwined. He understood that their union was more than just a moment of passion. It was a symbol of hope and a promise of new life. The depth of the vision and the emotions it evoked left no doubt in his mind that it was a sign from Axos, the Creator Father. Eucalyptus looked into Leora's eyes, feeling a renewed sense of purpose. We must go to Volscian and save them. Leora, her eyes filled with tears, shook her head. No, Eucalyptus, you must go, but I will stay here. The lattice of life has shown me that my place is here, nurturing the new life we have created. Eucalyptus, torn between his duty and his love for Leora, nodded. I understand. I will return, Leora. I promise. With a heavy heart, Eucalyptus left Agabath, feeling the weight of his mission pressing down on him. As he walked away, he felt the connection with Leora and their unborn child strengthening his resolve.